If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see.
Improved Housecarls and Hirelings mod for Skyrim Special Edition by Dr. Nukenstein. Mod demonstration video, J'zargo. Now, J'zargo is, of course, one of the 3 college mages you can acquire after returning with the stolen books from Felglow Keep. You don't have to turn them in, you just have to return with them. Unless you want to get rid of, quest items in your inventory that weigh nothing. But that opens up his personal favor quest of testing his exploding undead scrolls.
We follow that.
If you do all 3 of their quests at once, there is a high chance that Onwund's quest for his amulet, which involves Inthyr, which involves retrieving a staff for Inthyr, will take you somewhere, a vampire nest, where there will be plenty of undead to test J'zargo scrolls on. And of course, all you have to do for her is wait for her "Oops, I turned you green" spell to wear off. So if you fast travel, by the time you get there, it's wore off. It only takes 4 hours. But, 3 birds with 1 stone. So anyway.
This thing from Sartor, what does it do?
He is level 12, I'm level 11. Or, I'm level 12. No, I'm level... Ooh, like almost 12. Like right at. The game rounds up. So, it's close enough to call him 12. Which means I was level 12 when I did Berlina's video. Anywho, now, well, I'm still 11 there, rounded up. So anyway, now he does have one-handed, and he does have heavy armor, which is interesting. Destruction and restoration. So let's look at him in the creation kit. Now, that's Brella. J'zargo. Now, originally, he was set level matched to the player with a max of 0, no maximum level. One of the few followers, actually I think the only follower in the game that had a no max level. Anyway, his original class was Combat Sorcerer. Pardon. Which gave skill weights and thus leveling by these amounts to one-handed, heavy armor, destruction, illusion, and restoration. Now, there are no illusion spells that an NPC casts outside of scripted events. They don't cast fear on anything. I don't let them cast turn undead or any sort of, make the enemy run away. Okay? So even if they could cast fear of any level that was effective, that could be considered effective in combat, I would not let them, because the object is to kill the enemy. So, I changed him to Combat Spell Sword because, see this bonus here to his one-handed and heavy armor for his original Sorcerer class. It was like, well, that makes him a spell sword then. If he's got, decent melee and can wear heavy armor and cast destruction, that's, battle mage, spell sword type thing. So, sure enough, found a spell sword. Which, higher bonus to one-handed, same bonus to destruction, bonus to restoration instead of illusion, same bonus to heavy armor, or better. So, hey, His original combat style set to human magic, which had a fair amount of melee in it, like it should. But combat style, I changed him to spell sword because it has an even chance of doing melee or magic, well above anything else, and he will use a staff above the rest. His original, as I said, human magic. He would actually use unarmed over melee, but I mean, if he has a weapon in his inventory, he'll use it. And still, you know, magic above melee, but it still had a fair amount of melee. I just found the spell sword class matched him better. Originally, his inventory was the College Novice Conjuration outfit. I gave him the College Apprentice Destruction outfit. And he came with no weapon, so I gave him a leveled war axe, and I gave him some soul gems. So if you give him an enchanted war axe of soul trap, he can fill some soul gems for you. He does have dialogue that indicates he would be willing to go to Oblivion to become a better mage. So he's open to those possibilities. He's not shy of the dark side. Now, his spell list originally was Firebolt, Flames, Frostbite, Fury, Heal Other, Ice Spike, Lightning Bolt, Mage Light, Paralyze, Soul Trap, Sparks, Turn Undead, and Steadfast Ward. Now, as I said in the intro, I do not allow follower mages to cast Turn Undead or Steadfast Ward, or Sparks, Flames, and Frostbite. Most of that is thanks to Mercurio. He was spamming Sparks when he could have and should have been casting Lightning Bolt. He cast it a couple of times and then went right back to spamming Sparks. No one uses a ward because they were trying to block melee attacks with them and not using their offensive spells, because they were holding the ward with one hand and replenishing their mage armor with the other hand and not attacking. I will not have that. Now, I gave him, much like Brelina, he is going to be your Destruction level 25 to Destruction level 50 mage. He has no spells above Destruction level 50. So he does Lightning Bolt, which is Destruction level 25, and a modified version of Chain Lightning, which no one is allowed to cast. Chain Lightning, or any area of effect spell. I gave him a modified version of that. Does the same damage as Chain Lightning, just without bouncing around to another target. So those are his big spells, really. I mean, I gave him Grand Healing so that if he uses it to heal himself, then if you're standing close enough, or if you're multiple followers in a multiple follower mod and they're close enough together, they'll get some of it. Hopefully. He came with no perks. I gave him Augmented Shock, Destruction perks, and one-handed perks for his melee. And he and Onmund are set pretty much the same way, because they came set up the same way.
Jezargo only has so much room to carry things.
Just Onmund had a sword, or I gave Onmund a sword and Jezargo a war axe. So other than that, they are pretty much identical, and Onmund uses frost magic. So let's see. So all three together, you'd have a Fire, Frost, and Shock Mage group. So this is what he's carrying. No enchanted doodads. I will give him one of these rings that I got out of Sarthal. Where's the third one? Oh, I already gave it to Brelina. That's to save I reloaded, which means she also has.
Khajiit will follow.
At least something good came out of that trip to Star. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Shut your face and give me the Sarthal amulet. Thank you.
I'll just be here then.
Khajiit guards your back. Jezargo only has so much room to carry things.
Oh, shut up. It's nice and shiny. You like it. Sarthal amulet. Right, so he has an enchanted ring that you can find in Sarthal, and the Sarthal amulet that you can find in Sarthal. No other enchanted doodads.
We follow them.
We follow them. And off we go to kill the wizard. Now, he is not a conjurer. There you go. Hack and zap. And that. Now, being a hack and zap, he's not really much for the backpedaling mage routine, which is good. On the other hand,
Khajiit guards your back. Jezargo only has so much room to carry things.
I can probably give him some armor. But that is going to mess with his magicka regen. Not that it really has an issue.
Jezargo only has so much room to carry things.
Let's get something on them arms, Chief. Iron gauntlets.
We follow them.
There you go. Good job. Which the mission to retrieve the staff for Inthier to get the omelet for Anmund was that's what the boss of the place was wearing. That ancient Nord armor is South Fringe Sanctum. The one where the one chick is tangled up in a spider web, and you gotta get her out after you kill all the spiders for her. Oh, there you go. Nice. So, no guarantee you'll find that armor for that mission or go to that location, but I mean, you know, war maidens. Okay, go buy the guy some armor. Damn. Not like it gave him the crap I'm wearing. Run away! Come back here, you pansy. You yellow bastard. Yeah, now this is a common thing here in Vollenroot. This one Draugr will run all the way to the other side of the crypt, and your follower will stalk until he drops out of his detection cone. Come here. Here, kitty.
I hear Jazago is listening. What is it? It will be done. It will be done.
There you go. One more. Here it comes. No, we don't. Now normally this guy will summon a frost astronaut. So, hey, as long as the AI's tripping and not my followers, I'm okay with it. But I think that's the Destruction Adept 50 or Conjuration 50. Maybe, I don't know. He has been casting it. I mean, we've come through here. Everybody was at my level, or level to me, so I don't know. Game bugs, imagine that. I didn't mess with it with NPC spells, just the our non-follower spells, enemy spells. So I don't know what that's about, but hey, I'll take it. As long as it's not, you know, turning the game into a cakewalk. Okay, cast that spell. There you go. Use that magic.
You are taking us up. Jazago is listening. What is it? It will be done.
His ass is mine. Yeah, now there's a nav mesh issue or something here. I don't know what. There. They have to warp out of it. It messes with the Draugr all the time. He rarely ever comes out of that box. armor and his health bonus, I mean, he's going into bleed out here. You know, I mean, he's working on it. You know? Now he's running away. Because, I mean, come on, he's just a college, you know, apprentice. He's not a seasoned combat veteran. Let me level up here. Now I'm level 12.
Mercy!
Nice. Wiping right out. But we still got to take out the other one. Here she comes. There he is. Spell sword against spell sword. Well, she's got conjuration too. Boom, right in the head. Good job, bro. Come on up here. Let's see what you could have got out of here. Elven gauntlets, alchemy, ring of minor health. That one-handed book. Whoa, I wish I could have read that. Yeah. So, man. Hey. There you go. So, Jazargo, spell sword, College of Winterhold, badass. It only took 23 minutes total. Not a bad run. How long was that intro? 10 minutes? I forgot to look. But, yeah, using his melee and his magic like I wanted him to, like I intended for him to do. Can't really say that he used one too much or the other too little. Would definitely benefit from better armor. This is fairly, I mean, this is not really awesome armor, you know. It's just what I had on me I could spare. Give him something smithed up, give him a little more protection. I mean, but like I said, you know, he's only going to be effective for a few levels or a range. You know, his destruction only goes up to 50. Well, his destruction spells only go up to destruction 50. Once you start looking for someone that can cast destruction level 75 Thunderbolt, in his case, you're going to have to find somebody else, but he should last you a fair amount of the game. If you get him at about level, I would actually, let's see.
Here you found something in Sarko.
What are you good at? Destruction 41, right. So, and he's level 13.
I.H.A.H will follow.
I'm level 12. Thought he was level matched to the player. 1.1, that's why. Okay, so he was 1.1 times the player level. Brelina is 1.2, and Onmund is 1. He's level matched with the player. So 1.1, yeah, I mean, you know, just keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on his, monitor his destruction skill level. And then when he gets up to destruction level 50, he'll be able to cast Thunderstrike, which, like I said, does as much damage as Chain Lightning, just doesn't bounce around the room. So he'll be very good then. He's good now, but can only get better. And then, like I said, I mean, that'll last most players, you know, the rest of the game, as far as, you know, completing all the quests that you want to complete. And I mean, even then, you know, just destruction level 50 is not a bad thing to have around. It won't be doing a whole lot of damage on higher level enemies, but then again, most enemies, you know, level cap, they're either level capped at 50 total, or, you know, matched to the player. So he's always going to be that 1.1 times the player level and 1.1 times anything that's level to the player. So, good job, Jazargo.